Good morning, everybody. Brooke here. We're about to get started with our morning Pilates routine. It's a 45-minute routine. We'll be working all of your muscles, focus on the core, and I'm going to do a little bit of extra focus on upper body today because we didn't do any arms or anything yesterday with our core focus. We're going to use equipment. Grab a long resistance band if you have one at home, and also a set of light weights. And as usual, if you don't have the equipment, don't worry about it. You'll still get a good workout even if you don't have these things at home. But always worth investing in a little bit of equipment to have next to your mat. So again, we're going to start standing up, coming to the end of your mat. Just doing a quick posture check, feet hip width apart and heels in a line, lengthening through the top of the head, drawing the abdominals in, and a little bit of a squeeze, lifting the glutes up the backs of your legs. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, and then breathe out. Come up onto your toes, just finding the balance. Add a little twist, turning the shoulders to the left while the hips stay facing the front. And then breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, turn to the right. Again, hips staying facing to the front. Inhale back to the center. And then reach through the fingertips as you take your arms down to your sides. Heels come back down to the mat. Chin drops to the chest. And roll yourself all the way down over your legs. Just hanging there for a moment, feeling that stretch through the back of the hamstrings. And a little nod, shaking the head, and then shake the head side to side. Good. I want you to bend your knees and rest your chest on top of the knees. Get your hands down to the mat, and then breathe out. Straighten the legs out. Just going a little bit deeper into our hamstring stretch. So get the legs as straight as you can. Again, breathe in, bend your knees, rest the chest on top of the knees into a really low squat. Hands flat on the mat, and then straighten everything back out. Just extending the legs as best you can. Let the head hang for a moment. And then just soften your knees. Hands should still be on the mat. Just start walking forward, breathing out as you come forward, out into your plank. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down, away from the ears. And I'm going to start with a little push-up. Bend the elbows, pull the elbows into the sides of the ribcage. Breathe out, press the mat away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now you can modify this by dropping the knees down to the mat, but make sure your hips aren't sagging down or piking up. Make sure the hips stay in line with the shoulders. 4 more. And 3. Exhale with each lift. 2. Last one. Up and hold. Then lift the hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Maybe walking feet slightly forward to really get those heels down into the mat. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, start rolling all the way up, just realigning. And then we're going to reach the arms behind you, trying to turn the palms out. Lead with your thumbs as the arms reach the wall behind you, then over your head, lengthening through the fingertips as they come down to the front and back down to your sides. Again, turn the palms out. We're going to go to the front first. So lead with the pinkies as you reach the arms out in front of you. Breathe in as the arms go overhead, and then big reach behind, hands back down to your sides, chin to chest, rounded spine, coming all the way down. And this time as we hang over the legs, we're just going to sway left and right, just swinging your torso side to side, loosening up your lower back. Good. Come back to the center, bend the knees, walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come into your second plank. Head up, shoulders relaxed, a little bit of a squeeze on the glute. I want you to lift the right leg up, point the toe to the ceiling, drop the knee under the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the knee under the body, reaching to the opposite elbow. 2 more, try to keep your stance straight. Last one, lift. And hold it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your plank. Left leg comes up, point that toe up to the ceiling, left knee to right elbow, breathing out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. High to low. Last one. Up. Down and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your plank. Lift the hips up. Press into the heels. Again, holding that downward dog stretch for a breath. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine. Roll yourself all the way back to standing. Shoulders on top of ribs, head on top of the shoulders. Lace the fingers together behind the back. Lift your arms, lift your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, just hinge forward, letting the arms drop away from the body. Good. Hold that stretch and then let the hands go. Hands come down to the mat. Soften the knees. Walk forward. Last plank variation. This time we're going to come down to the elbows. And I want you to pull your elbows back towards your toes, pull your toes up towards your elbows, really round out the lower back, lift your kneecaps, so strong, low plank, and then drop to your right hip, and roll onto the side of the foot, drop the left hip down, inhale, change, exhale, drop the right, inhale, and then the left. So just kind of rolling over those toes, coming onto the side of the foot. Stay there, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Come back to the center, and then we're just going to tap both knees down to the mat. Exhale, lift them up. Just roll the knees forward, come onto the tips of the toes, and lift. Really press the mat away. Stay there, 4 more. And 3, get the quads working again at the front of the legs. Lift those kneecaps, last 2, and lift. 1 more, lift and hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees and sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Deep breath in. Good. Now change position, coming onto your back. Hug your knees into the chest. And then lift the knees up to tabletop. Spine into neutral. So we've got a little bit of space under your lower back. Thumbs on the rib cage. Just sink the ribs down. Pinkies just between the hip bones. Just draw those hip bones together. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and then extend your legs out. Add a little turn up, a little rotation on the toes. So your heels are together, toes apart. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Look down to the abdominals. Breathe. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Extend the legs, so keep the legs really active. If you want to advance, let's lower the legs down, put the shoulders a little higher. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. 3 more breaths. Breathing in. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Inhale. Breathe out. Good. Drop the shoulders, draw the knees in. Now I want you to pick up your weights, not the band. I'm just putting that to the side. Weights in your hands. Reach the arms behind you, almost letting the weights pin your arms down. Extend your legs out long. Point your toes. Squeeze your legs together. Big inhale, and then lift the hands. Peel your spine up off the mat. Reach forward. And then inhale, straighten out the back, shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, round the spine, gather the abdominals in as you roll down bone by bone. Inhale, arms behind you. And then exhale, curl up. Stretch forward. Inhale, straighten and lengthen, shoulders down. Exhale, round the spine, point the toes, squeeze the legs together. Inhale. Now, next one, we're going to add a little variation. Hands, head, spine rolls up. Stretch forward. Straighten up the back. Shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to come halfway back and hold. Now, point the toes. Really gather the belly button in and lift the arms behind the ears and lower. So you can go an inch lower with the chest. Keep lifting the arms up and down. 4 more times. Lift and lower. Try to keep those feet anchored to the mat, but you want to get to the point where they almost come up. Up and down. Last one. Lift and lower. Hold here, shoulders down, and then turn. Left arm opens out. Inhale back to the center. Keep your chin up. Keep your collarbone nice and wide. Twist to the right. And center. Left. Really lengthening through your fingertips. Let's aim for 4 more. Breathing out as you twist, in as you center. Exhale, no movement through the feet, no movement through the legs. So if you notice that your feet are slipping side to side, try to anchor your lower body a little bit stronger. Last one, back to the front. And we're going to roll all the way back down to the mat. Take another deep breath in, lengthening through the whole of your body. And then exhale, lift the hands, lift the head, peel your spine up, and reach forward. Inhale again, lengthen through the spine, shoulders down. Exhale, we're going to come halfway back. Second roll down variation. We're going to cross your right arm across your left hip. Left arm goes up behind the ear. And so again, you turn the shoulders, no movement through the pelvis, no movement through the legs. The more you're leaning back, the more you're going to be working the abdominals. Make sure the arms are long and strong. It's a big twist. Staying here for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Then lift both arms overhead and see if you can control your roll down with the arms up. Now take a deep breath in. Let's actually roll. Just drop the weights for the moment. Sweep your hands around the side. Draw your knees into your chest. So coming up into a V, sit down, shoulders back, chin up, and then try to extend the arms and legs up into a teaser pose, and then breathe out as you slowly come back down to the mat. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Let's see if you can come straight up into the teaser. Shoulders back, chin up, lengthening, and then breathe out. Control back down to the mat. 2 more. Exhale, lift, hold, reach, chin up. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale to hold. Last one, breathing out, lift up. Feel free to bend the knees if you feel like the legs are making you lose your alignment through the upper body. And then slowly come back down to the mat. Good. Draw your knees into your chest. Add a little bit of movement side to side. Lift your knees up to tabletop. Spine back into neutral. It's a little gap under the lower back. Sink the ribs down. Hands wide. Drop the knees to the right as you turn your head to the left. And then breathe out. Narrow the waist. Knees back to the center. Drop the knees to the left as you turn your head to the right. Just getting mobility stretch through the spine. One more time each way. Try to keep the feet up. Keep the knees directly above your hips. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. So again, I want you to find those weights. They're probably right behind you. Lift your head and shoulders and then stretch your arms and legs long into a double leg stretch. Breathe in. Tap the hands to your knees. Breathe out. Extend the arms and legs. Stay here for 6, 5. Now, if you feel any strain through the neck, you can drop the head down to the mat. So this is one modification, head down. But if you can, if you're also, try to take the weight of the head forward. So really draw the chin into your chest. 2 more, reach and tuck. Last one. I want you to pull the knees in, let the head come down. Take a deep breath. A little bit of movement side to side with the head just to stretch your neck. Come back to the center. Lift your head. Now we're going to keep the right leg in, left leg stretches, and switch. So with the weights in your hands, hands on the knees, stay 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick drop the head, knees into the chest. I'm going to do a combination of those 2 movements. Head and shoulders up. I'm going to extend your legs long. Extend your arms. Pull just your right knee in. Extend and pull the left knee in. Extend the arms over your head. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, chin to chest, looking towards the abdominals. Last 3, reach, 2, reach. 1 more, reach and hold, and then let the head come down. Hug your knees into your chest. Big inhale and exhale. Just let it go. Okay, weights to the side. Hands behind the knees, chin to chest. We're going to roll up to sitting and flip over to all 4s. Now you're going to grab your band and fold it in 2. Just kind of hang it over your fingertips. Then lay it across your mat, somewhere kind of towards the middle, with the open end in the middle of your mat. We're going to pin the band with your left knee and loop it around your right foot. So it looks like that. So again, the left knee is holding the band, the right leg is into the band. Adjust the tension if you need to. It should be fairly tight. And actually, let's have the weights close to hand because I'm going to add some weights in at the end of this series as well. So hands directly beneath the shoulders, press into the pads with fingertips. Make sure both hip bones are pointing to the mat. Your belly button's pulled in tight, and start lifting that right leg up and down. So there, 8. So we squeeze the glute, find that definition through the muscle, find that little line, that crease that separates the hamstring from the glute, so you can define that a little bit more. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold the leg up, bend the knee, sole the foot points up to the ceiling, really pull the heel in, tuck the knee in line with the, kind of to the center line of the body, and pulse up from there, like you're stamping footprints on the ceiling. Big lift. Stay there, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more set here, 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure your body's right through the center of the mat, not leaning to the left at all. Last one. Extend the leg back out till it comes down to the mat. Zip the core up and away. Press the mat away. Now tap the foot out and in. Up and over. Up and back. Again, 8. 7. Imagine drawing a little hill with that toe. Each time the toe touches, you get a little burst of energy. Tap, lift for 4, 3, 2, and hold this last one. So your foot is just off the edge of the mat, pointing to the corner of the mat. I want you to point your toe, rotate the leg out, pick up your weight in your left hand, and then lift the left arm and the right leg at a long diagonal. So reaching to the corners of your room. Up and down. 8. Last set on this side. 7. Stay strong. Last 5. Keep it slow. 4, 3. Think about that right hip. Don't let it tilt up to the ceiling. 2 more. Hold the last one up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, foot down. Drop the knee and sit back. Just stretching out your back. Stretch out your arms. Wrists both ways. And then just drag your hands back. Just kind of shake out any tension through the shoulders or your body. And then just change the band so it's under your right knee. Loop it around the left foot. Extend the left leg out. Hands under the shoulders. Knees, that supporting knee right under the hip. Left hip points to the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. And then start moving. Lift and lower. Belly button pulls in tight. Stay here. 8, 7. It's a long straight leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend the knees, sole the foot up. Pull that knee a little tighter in line with your midline of the body. Heel close to the hip. Pulse up from there. Big lifts. 8, 7, 6. Strong straight arms. Press the mat away. 3, 2. Hold. Heel in a little closer. 1 more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the leg all the way up. Zip the core up and away. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Tap the foot out. And up and back. Staying here for 8 and 7. Big movements. No movement through the upper leg moving, but make sure you're tapping and lifting like a bouncing ball. 4 more. 3. Last 2. And last one, we hold the foot at the edge of that mat, point the toe, add your turnout, pick up weight in your right hand, lift the right arm and left leg at a long diagonal. Inhale, up and down. Stay there. 8, 7. Keep the core strong. Think about your rib to hip connection. Make sure you're not sinking the ribs down towards the mat. Lengthen through the arm and the leg. Last 4. We're going to hold the last one. 3, 2, and then up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hand down, knee down. Sit back onto your heels, open your knees out, and just kind of round out your spine, just sinking the ribs between your knees. Drag your hands back, rolling through your spine. Place the hands behind you, press into your feet, and lift your hips up. Now, if you have a knee injury or if this doesn't feel good for your body, don't force it. But if it feels good in the quads and your hip flexors, go for it. And then just drop the hips back down, bend the elbows, again, listening to your body. And then sit up, lace the fingers behind the back. Lace the fingers in front, round the shoulders. And then arms up overhead. Reaching through the palms of your hands and arms up to the side. Okay, let's change position again. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water as we change. We're going to come into our shoulder bridge. So all the way down onto your back. We're going to need those weights again. Feet to your knees, so you should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. We're going to imprint the lower back down into the mat. Draw the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, and then let's actually lift the hands up to the ceiling with the weights in your hands. Peel your spine all the way up, bone by bone, articulating every joint into a nice high bridge. And first set, I want you to lower the hips, lower the arms, Exhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. So the arms go out to the sides like a T. Down and up for 6 and 5, 4, 3. So big glute squeeze, core strong. Hold the last one up. Now lift your right knee, touch the toe to the inside of your left leg, and then kick that toe up to the ceiling, getting the leg as long and straight as you can. Flex the foot, lower the arms, lower the leg, point the toe, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 6 more. Keep the hips high, keep the pelvis full. Check that your left knee is in line with the hip. It's not rolling onto the edge of the mat. We're in towards the moving leg. 3 more, down and up. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. And lift and hold. Drop the foot down to the mat. We're going to do 1 more set of the arms out, hips down. Both feet on the mat and lift. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the glutes. Pull those arms together over your head. Last 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Now take the left toe, touch the inside of the right knee, lifting your left leg up. Extend that left leg up to the ceiling. Flex the foot, lower the arms, lower the leg. Exhale, everything comes back together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Try to keep the hips up. Check your shoulders aren't creeping up to the ears. Last one, down, up and hold. Take the foot down to the mat. Reach the arms all the way behind you, back to the hands touching the floor. Lift the hips even higher. Pull the knees slightly together, and then melt your rib cage down first. Middle back, second. Through every joint of your lower back before the hip bones and the tailbone come down. And then breathe in. Take your hands back to your sides. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to drop the weights, but pick up your band. And I want you to lay the band over your hips. Now, if you want this really strong, you can. I've got quite a light band today, so I'm going to do double. And let's actually have the feet together and the knees together. So inner thighs touching. So really squeeze everything in tight. Relax shoulders, and then lift the hips up, lower them down. Squeeze. Working, narrow your waist. Breathe out with each lift. Breathe in to lower. Stay there. 6 and 5, 4, 3. Make sure the arms stay stuck to the mat. Hold the last one up. Little squeeze at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips down and come up onto your tiptoes. Heels high. Still knees touching. Toes connected. Exhale, lift and lower. Up and down. 6. Feel those heels rolling together. Feel the glutes wrapping around the tailbone, narrowing the waist. Last 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Little squeeze at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips. Flip your feet. Heels down, toes up. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Up and down. Still with the knees squeezing tight. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We hold. Little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips. Pop the band to the side. Draw your knees into your chest. And then open the knees out, grab your hands to the arches of your feet, kind of wrapping from the inside of your foot, toes reaching. And extend your right leg as best you can. Bend the knee, left leg, stretch. And bend, then do both legs. Extend, hold, and bend. Knees together, hands behind the knees, and roll up to sitting. Okay, so now we're going to start with our upper body focus. So I want you to grab your long band and sit in a nice straight back. Either with your legs crossed, or you can have the legs out in front of you, whatever is the most comfortable, however you can most easily sit with a long straight back. Now sit on the middle of your band. And make sure you have equal lengths out on either side. Good. Just do any adjustments you need to. So let me start with a strong wrapped core. So think about your muscles tight around your middle. Think string out of the top of the head, shoulders down away from the ears. We pick up the band and then reach your arms out to the side, shoulders down, small circles back. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now straight up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now engage the core muscles. Think about your breath. So as the breath leaves you, you tighten the core, and that gives you the power to get those arms over your head, supporting the lower back at the same time. Let's aim for 5 more. And 4. So exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Last 2. And 1. And then slowly take everything all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. Just kind of getting rid of the burn. And then take the hands to the front, lift your chest, zip the core up and away, lift the pelvic floor, lift the arms up and down. Lift and lower. Again, making sure you're not kind of whipping those arms up and moving your spine. We have that stability through the spine, core wrapped around the middle like a brace. Stay there. 6, slow movements. 5, holding the tension through the abdominals, not in your neck. 4, so draw that belly button a little tighter. 3, 2, and last one, we hold up. Now bend your elbows, extend the arms overhead. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the chin up. Keep your head right above the shoulders. Make sure you're not leaning forward as you start to fatigue. Last one, all the way up. Hold. And then just slowly take the arm down to your sides. And again, just roll everything out. I want you to take your right hand up over your head, touch your ear, touch your shoulder, and then just lengthen that side of your neck. Now turn the nose down towards the floor, gently pull the back of the head. And then turn the nose up to the ceiling. Good. Change sides. Right hand to the shoulder, left hand over your head, just pulling the side of your neck. And then again, turn the head down, so nose pointing to the floor, a little bit of a pull on the back of the neck, and then just turn your head up. Good. Shake it out. Okay, now pick up your band, shorter, closer to your hips. Elbows into the sides of the rib cage. Open the collarbone out, zip the core in, sit tall, and then reach the arms out and in. Exhale, inhale. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, hold the last one. Now I want you just to have a look at your knuckles. Make sure your arms aren't doing this. They're rolled up to the ceiling like an uppercut punch, and then add a little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. Make sure the shoulders are staying down away from the ears. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Elbows back to the ribs. Now open the arms out. Pinkies come together in front. Exhale, open and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come up off of your band. We're going to come up to standing. If anyone wants to try to stand without using your hands, you can just kind of levitate yourself up. We're going to then stand on the middle of your band, using the full length. Feet together, knees together. I'm just going to turn so you can see my position a little better. Bend your knees and sweep the hips to the back wall. So we've got a little bend like a half squat. Ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips in a line, slightly hinged forward. Breathe out. Lift the arms out to the sides of the room. Inhale down. Exhale up. Make sure you have equal lengths on either side of your band. I'm going to shorten my band a little bit. 8, 7. Now try to spread your toes out. Really press into the big toes. Integrate the muscles. So pelvic floor lifting, belly button pulled in. Squeeze the glutes. 4 more. 3, 2, Hold the last one, circle back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms, stand, roll out any tension. Back into your bend, knees bent, hips back, core tight, up and down. 8 more as we started. 7, same again. 6, 5, exhale with each lift. 4, keep the shoulders relaxed, the tension through the core, not the neck. 2 more. Hold it up, little circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the arms, stand, and roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Okay, now change your grip so that your palms are facing the back wall, and then wrap your hands around your sides. Pull your shoulder blades together. Soften the knees, hips back, and then lift the arms straight up and down. Lift and lower. 8, 7, keep the chest proud. 6, 5, arms straight. 3, knees together. 2, hold the last one. Now imagine you're clapping behind your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lift a little higher. And 2 more sets. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just bend your elbow stays above and behind the line of your spine. Keep your head slightly lifted. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. With each extension, really squeeze the of your arm. Let's aim for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze, hold. Little pause with that full extension each time. Don't rush through them. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop your band. Kind of shake out that tension. Lift your right arm overhead. Bend the elbow. Pull the right elbow in. Chin up. Fingertips together behind your back. So trying to get that bind. And then so you can come up into a balance. Just to really align your spine. Good. Lower the heels. Left arm goes up. Pull that left elbow in with the right hand. Take the fingertips together behind the back. Try to get the bind. Drop the ribs. Tuck your tailbone. Lift your chin. And float up onto your toes. Good. Okay. Drop the heels. Now I want you to pick up your weights for a moment. And we're going to combine a little bit of balancing with a little more upper body. We're not going to do too much more. Lift your hands straight up out in front of you, and then imagine you're treading water. Elbows out to the side, just little circles. 8, 7, try to stay perched on that one leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do a little swap of the legs, and then reverse circles. Good, keeping the elbows high, keeping the weights high. There, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the hands down to the sides. Let's lift the right knee up one more time. Just lift the arms all the way up overhead, all the way back down to your side. Full range of motion, high to low. For 4 and 3. This is good for the ankles. Last 2 and 1. Down. Now swap the legs and then straight up. 8, 7, last 6. Keep the core strong. It will help with the balance. Last 3. I think we've got 3 to go. 2. Last 1. Good. Drop everything down and let's come all the way down to your mat. Now we're going to do a quick sideline series and then onto our front. So I want you to extend your arm, extend your legs, shoulder back, take your hand, wrap it around the narrowest part of the waist, find a little lift through those obliques, and then lift both legs up. Point your toes, lift the kneecaps, get the tops of the legs working, belly button pulled in tight, top leg a little higher, small circles. Keep your neck really relaxed. Good, then lift that hand up to the ceiling. So there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 8, 7. Lower leg stays hovering up off the mat. Make sure your circles aren't too big. Small, controlled circles. Last 2 and 1. Then pull your toes in, flex the feet, lift the top leg up and down. Lift.
and lower again. Stay here for 6, 5, keep the shoulder relaxed, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hand back down to the mat. Now we're going to do a bicycle pedal with this top leg for 4, 3, 2, and now reverse that pedal. Make sure your heel, your knee, and your hip all stay in one line, so perfect alignment. Last 2 and 1. Extend the leg, take the hand back to the ceiling and scissor both legs to the edges of the mat. Try to keep the legs perfectly straight. Keep the belly button pulled in tight. Keep the hips still. Stay here for 4, 3, sweep the other way. Last 2 and 1. Good. Legs come. Drop that top knee forward, hands behind the head, and just open your elbows out. Nice stretch there. Just kind of wrap the elbows around your head, and then let's change sides. So extend the arm, extend the legs. Take your hand, wrap it around the narrowest part of the waist, and a little lift through the oblique. Lift both legs up off the mat. Then hand to the lower abdominals. Make sure you've got your rib hip connection so not flaring the ribs. Lift the top leg a little higher. Small circles with your top leg. 8, 7. So you can float the hand up to the ceiling. So it's a little bit of a squeeze on the glutes. So you can get the legs a little straighter. Again, think kneecaps lifting. Get the quads working. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circles. 8 the other way. 8. So lower leg should be strong and still. Just hovering up off the mat, but trying to keep it from wobbling. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now flex your feet, press the heels away, lift the top leg up. 8, 7. Keep the shoulder relaxed, keep your neck relaxed. Every now and then, just maybe lift your head and lengthen your neck. Last 4, slow movements. 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower the leg down, scissor both legs, sweeping side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Take the hand down. We have to do our bicycle pedals. 4, forward, 3. Everything else stays still. 2 and 1. And then reverse it. Remember, ankle, knee, and hip all in a line. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just let the feet come down. Drop the top knee forward, hands behind the head. Open the elbows out, looking to the wall behind you. Big breath in, and exhale. Just kind of close your elbows back down, and then flip over onto your front. Now find your weights again. And we're also going to use the band for this one. So put your weights at the corners of the mat and pick your band up. And I want you to fold it in 2 so it's a little stronger. And just hold it out in front of you. Arms reaching to the corners of your mat. Point your toes. Draw the belly button up away from the mat. Keep your head close to the mat and just lift the arms. So reaching the arms almost behind you, over your head, and lower. Lift and lower. A little bit of a stretch on the band. Up and down. So the chest stays low. The arms go higher than the chest. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Now drop the arms down. I want you to tilt the pelvis slightly. Just kind of drop the pubic bone a little heavier into the mat. Tailbone reaching to the wall behind you. Now we're going to lift the chest. Lift the arms as well, and then lower everything back down. Exhale, chest comes up as well as the arms. So everything traveling at the same speed with this set. 4 more, lift and lower. 3, last 2. Hold the last one off, stretch your band for 4, 3 little pulses, 2 and 1. Drop the chest, drop the hands, pop the band to the side, pick up your weights and have the weights down along your sides, kind of turn down to their end. Breathe out, lift the chest, pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift the chest. Feet stay down on the mat, shoulder blades together, lift the arms up. Inhale, lower. So this gets a little bit into your tricep muscle as well as the upper back. Keep the core strong, so try to draw the belly button in. Last 3.
and 2. Good. Last one, up and hold. You can do little pulses behind your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then drop everything down. Reach your arms out to the side into a wide T. Scoop your belly button up away from the mat. We're gonna lift the arms, lift the chest up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reach the arms out in front of you again, kind of upend the weights. Scoop the core in tight, tilt the pelvis, tailbone reach into the wall behind you. Lift the arms with the chest and lower. Now if this is too much with the weights, just drop the weights. Stay here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop everything down. We're going to lose the weights now. Take your hands one on top of the other. Zip heels together while your toes turn out. Belly button up away from that. Lift the chest with the legs and lower. Lift and lower. Stay here for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Toes together. Knees apart. And just really stretch the arms, maybe kind of walking the hands a little further along the mat and then almost dragging them back, sitting back into those heels. Then take your right hand to the right edge of your mat and left hand stacks on top. Reach the hands to the right corner of the room as you sit back into your left heel. And then left hand to the left edge of the mat, right hand on top. Sink back into your right heel, swing the ribs slightly out to the right as the arms reach to the left. Come up to all fours. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. I want you to tuck your toes under. Hover your knees up off the mat. Really gather the belly button up and away. Really drawing everything in. And then inhale, lower the knees down. Big breath, fill the lungs. Exhale, gather the tummy in. Just scoop and hollow pelvic floor, lifting up and away. Inhale down. Last one. Breathe out. Draw the abdominals in. Just hover the knees just right up off the mat. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower the knees. Drop your chin, tuck your tailbone into a nice big cat stretch. And then reverse it. Lift the head, lift the tailbone, arch the back. Breathe out, round the spine, chin to chest. Everything's scooping in. And then inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Now come back into a neutral spine. Walk your hands closer to your knees, or right, just a few inches away from these, and then round the spine from there. So it gets a little bit more into your upper back and your shoulders. Good. Walk the hands back out. Take your right arm through the body. Slide across your mat. Hips stay above your knees. Left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Stretch the arms a little longer. And then take the top hand down to the mat. Bottom arm comes back through. All the way up to the ceiling. Just get that nice stretch. Inhale down. Other side. So left arm threads through. Slide it all the way across. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, take the hand down to the mat, left arm back through, fingertips up to the ceiling. Both hands on the mat. Now we're gonna tuck your left leg under the body, left knee just outside of that left wrist. Slide your right leg back, look up to the ceiling, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just sink down, all the way down to the mat. Good. Now start lifting the chest. Walking the hands back, coming out of that stretch. Cross the right foot under the body. Right knee just outside of the right arm. Slide your left leg back. Look up. Shoulders down. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, again, sink down to your chest. Elbows out wide. Maybe turning out to the opposite cheek just to stretch the neck in a slightly different way. Come back to the center, start walking yourself out of that stretch. Roll onto your back. Grab your band. Maybe with the band doubled if you want it slightly stronger. Extend that right leg out, pull the leg in, just kind of climbing up that band, easing the knee out, trying to tilt the pelvis forward so you find a little space under your lower back. And then take the leg out to the side. Pull it up to the shoulder and then cross the leg across the body. Keep the right hip down. Straighten the leg. Pull it up towards your shoulder. Back to the center. Change legs. Right leg out. Pull the leg in, just climbing up that band. So you can find a little space under your lower back. Just slightly tilt the pelvis forward. Good. Leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Pull that foot up towards your shoulder. And then cross the leg across the body with the outer thigh stretch. Keeping the left hip down again. Pull the band. Big inhale and let it go. Come back to the center. Let's drop the band. Roll yourself all the way over. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees up. Press into your heels. Really arch the back. Tailbone up to the ceiling. Digging into your heels. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Hang over the legs. Wrap around the back of the legs. Nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Let the arms hang. Soften your knees. Scoop the abdominals in and start to rebuild your spine. Just rolling all the way back up. Shoulders on top of the ribs. Head on top of the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, draw your heels together as you float up. Shoulders away from the ears. Rib to hip connection. And then reach out to the sides and swing up those arms. Good. Well done. Hope you enjoyed that. Strong, big guns for the arms. Back again tomorrow for a full body workout. Hope to see you then. Take care.